On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
I don't know. What do you mean? Help or hurt? How?
Your stance on either. So let's say, well, no, in fact, let's just say it's completely restricted in a state where it's banned. The black family dynamic, the nuclear family, does it help the creation or aid or the problems we're going through by having restrictions on abortion or a total abortion ban?
I would assume, now someone can correct me if I'm wrong, I would assume that most Black women who are having abortions are not having them abortions of their husband's, fertilized egg. I would say that it wasn't within a marriage most of the time. Now, I might be wrong. So, in terms of the family structure, I wouldn't say that it's ruining the family structure. I mean, I think those are two different points of conversation. These are questions you were asking. We were trying to talk about the abortion law. You brought this up again.
What about if you use yourself for example? If you would if your nigga was born with a pussy, use that.
If I were in a relationship with someone and I didn't know they were a trans man, like, in another life, if I wasn't married to a cis man, if I were in a relationship with them, like, I wouldn't be mad at them. Like, I wouldn't even, I don't know.
I would be mad. No, we're lying. Let's say if I was a man, right? If I was a man, a straight man.
I think that
hold on, Kate, if I met a woman that was born a man, I would be pissed off at that person. Let's just be honest. I don't be upset of that. Like, I don't like if y'all's brother, ask y'all's brothers if they dated a woman and you found out later down the line it was a man and having sex with a man that was trans, they would be pissed off.
Yes.
So, Logic, I guess that my point for the question was like, who would you be mad at? Is it mad at yourself or mad at the person? Like, if I found out in that situation, I think I would be more so like, man, like, how did I not know this? How did I not know this?
To be quite honest,
y'all are lying. If y'all man's cheating on y'all right now,
to be quite honest,
we're talking about
one at a time.
We're not talking about a cheating situation. We're talking about just if you happen to be in a relationship with somebody and then you found out later.
You're not asking your boyfriend if they're trans.
Logic. So the thing that I was trying to ask you was, would you be mad at yourself for not knowing or noticing?
He wouldn't. Anybody knows the answer to that.
Here. He's here.
Can you ask a dumb question? You already know.
Okay.
One at a time.
You be more mad at yourself.
Wait, stop. You're not going to get me to incriminate myself on a fucking panel. Like I said. So now,
why would it be incriminating?
Okay, put two and two together.
Jesus.
You don't understand
the answer because what? I don't get what the incriminating part will be.
You don't understand that?
No. Are you going to be more mad at yourself or the person that you were with? I don't get why that. Like, for me, I would be more wondering about myself. Like, why didn't I notice or why didn't I know or why didn't I find this out versus being mad at the person? I mean, that's a whole different situation. Like, hypothetically, I would do some introspection and wonder.
Have you ever heard of a situation where a man found out later that a dude was previously a woman and he did something bad to him?
Yeah, that's what I was speaking to earlier.
Yeah, you got it. So now put two and two together.
Okay, so you would be more mad at your mate.
This motherfucker here.
Yeah, that's what Logic is saying. Logic was saying that he would be mad because he's been deceived about.
He would be more mad at
no gender, right?
Thank you, JR.
So if it were me, I'm going to answer this and then get back to the topic.
Yeah, Logic brought this up and now he's acting like
okay, so when it comes to me, I personally would be mad at both. I would be mad at them for not telling me the truth. And I would be mad at myself for not knowing. There's never been a time. I don't know. There's like, for you to tell me you didn't have no fucking idea. I don't believe y'all. all y'all people out there, I don't really care what y'all feel about me. I don't believe you that you didn't have a clue that this was a man. I don't believe you. I do not believe you. There's nothing you can say to make me believe.
Like in a year's long.
A couple weeks ago, I would just think that look better than women that are born.
I do not care. You talking about you been in a relationship with this person for 2 years and you didn't have a fucking clue? Miss me with your bullshit. I don't believe you. Like nothing y'all say is gonna make me believe this. So if it were me, for me to feel like I was in a relationship with a man for 2 years and I had no clue that he was not born a man, I definitely would be looking introspective to myself, because I don't even know how I can be in a relationship. I mean, there's someone that I'm dating. We're not even exclusive, and I've seen pictures of him as a young boy. So for you to tell me you've been with someone for 2 years, you have no fucking idea that they're a man, fucking cut the cap. Cut it all the way up and barbecue it, because you need to get barbecued because you're an idiot. I don't give a fuck. Okay?
Let's just be honest.
Back to the question at hand in terms of the abortion laws. Jesus. I think it was very interesting that it was the Republicans that helped overturn that. I would have thought that they would have blocked it. So I think that was very interesting, but maybe it comes from another place because it specifically said medical procedure. So maybe they feel like they have to block that in order to protect the Constitution of the state, because people use law. My cousin's an attorney. People use law for future law. So if there's a case that's able to go through, lawyers can use that as evidence for future cases for whatever they may want to in terms of some other type of legislation. Like it said medical procedure. So whatever is listed under that medical procedure within that Constitution of the state, that could impact future cases. So maybe that's why the Republicans allowed that to happen. So I'm thinking more of it politically. I don't really have a feeling about the rest of it.
All right. Hey, Trigger Mike, did you speak on it already?
I have not. I really got a question though. Well, as it relates to abortion, I'm really, man. But for the ladies, I do say big picture. Okay, everything with dealing with abortion, and the Black community is actually big picture in my opinion. Do restrictions on abortion help or hurt the Black community? That's a question for the ladies.
I don't know.
Smoke weed every day.
I don't know. What do you mean, help or hurt? How?
Your stance on either. So let's say, in fact, let's just say it's completely restricted in a state where it's banned. The Black family dynamic, the nuclear family, does it help the creation or aid or the problems we're going through by having restrictions on abortion or a total abortion ban?
I would assume, now someone can correct me if I'm wrong, I would assume that most Black women who are having abortions are not having them abortions of their husband's, fertilized egg. I would say that it wasn't within a marriage most of the time. Now, I might be wrong. So in terms of the family structure, I wouldn't say that it's ruining the family structure. I mean, I think those are two different points of conversation.